Just leaving this place called Silvana's now. My friend Evan from college.
Taking a video
So
of
we're over
yourself?
here just cheering for random people.
I'm having a great time. That's right.
His family has a jazz band. His mom sings. His dad plays the piano and he does electric viola. They were playing a show tonight and it was really nice to just like catch up with old friends. Good music, good vibes, good conversations. There were actually some really talented people who played after him too. Another band. And another girl who actually, she did Amy Winehouse and she literally had like an Amy Winehouse vibe to her voice. It was amazing. I just felt like the spirit of Amy was alive. I think it's really important to support people. Like, if you have a friend, if you have an acquaintance, oh shoot, my umbrella's like going inside out. It's really important to support people. If you have a friend who's having a music show, an art gallery opening, a documentary film screening, whatever it may be, if someone's having something, just go. Buy a ticket, be there, put your money in the little hat they pass around, share their stuff on social media, like just support people. I think we need to support each other, it's so important. And also, I notice a lot of people can get hung up on if their friends don't support them. Like say if you are an artist or a musician or whatever it may be and your friends aren't really supportive of you and they don't share your stuff and they don't come to your things and they don't care. I think a lot of people like get too annoyed at that and expect people to support them. Like honestly, I never expect anyone to like watch my YouTube videos or comment or like or share them or like even care. But when they do, I'm like pleasantly surprised. I'm like, oh my gosh, you actually like watch my videos or comment or whatever. Like it's a nice thing. But you shouldn't like go around getting mad at people. Like people are busy, people have lives. And it is important to support each other. But don't get all disappointed at the people who don't support you. But be very appreciative of the people who do support you. There's a handful of people who do care, who do come to your things, who do share your stuff, and be really grateful for those people instead of being all mad at all your friends who don't care and don't support you, because it's just gonna foster this like anger in your heart. I feel like really blessed that I have a family who's really supportive, and not everyone has a family like that. Like not everyone has a big family who supports them and cares about them. And not everyone has a good friend group who supports them and cares. So I think it's important for us to be that for other people and to support other people. But that being said, like I said, don't get really like depressed if people don't support you. Don't live your life based on validation from others. Do what you love to do, whether or not anyone cares. If you get one view on your SoundCloud or one view on your YouTube video or one click on your blog, or if you have 10 people, if you have 100 people, I think so many people get so hung up on the fact that I don't have 1 million fans and subscribers and followers on Instagram. I'm like, okay, but what about the 1,000 people who do care and who have clicked that subscribe button? Like, be grateful for those people. Don't just be all mad that you don't have like 1 million other people, you know? And the thing is, I think I sent out a tweet about this a few weeks ago. Basically, a lot of people in life get really hung up on their friends and family in their life not supporting them. They forget that there's actually a bunch of random people online who care. Just remember, there's always people out there for you. Maybe people you met aren't like that, but there's always going to be other people who maybe live across the world or maybe you've never met before, who are really interested in what you have to say and what you have to offer. So just keep that in mind and keep putting yourself out there. And another thing, we were actually talking when we were at Silvana. I was telling them how a while ago I received like really hurtful comments on one of my videos. Mind you, these were the only comments on my video. There was no nice comments, there was no one who really cared, and there was only like a mean person who's trolling me. And it really like brought me down. I'm like, wow, there's literally no one who cares except for this mean person Like I can't get like one other person to care. And then I stopped making videos for a while and I realized to myself afterwards, I'm like, why am I letting fear kind of stop me, and the fact that I care too much about what someone thinks of me or that I'm going to be criticized? Why was I letting that stop me? And I realized to myself, I can't live my life caring too much about what other people think. It's like, obviously we do still care. It's like, we have to be real. Like, all of us care. All of us read comments and feel a certain way. But the thing is, we can't let that stop us. We can't let it like eat us alive, because that's what people want. Like, there's a saying, misery loves company. And if people are miserable, they want you to be miserable too with them. They want to bring you down so that you're at their level too. The important thing is, don't let that happen to you. Don't let people get under your skin, because that's what they want. They see that you're happy and they want you to be miserable with them, because they're like, oh, I want them to be miserable too. It's not fair that this person's happy. Let me ruin their day and leave them all these hate comments. I think the most important thing to remember is that when people are hating on you, that's not a reflection of who you are, that's a reflection of who they are. Because honestly, people who leave hate comments, they're very insecure. They hate their life. If you click on these people who leave hate comments on YouTube, they don't have any videos on their channel. They would never show their face on the internet. They just hide behind their screen and type out these mean comments. They still go to bed at night. They still have their insecurities. They still hate themselves. They still hate their life. And you have to remember that people who do that is like just a reflection of who they are, not who you are. So that's such an important thing to remember, because too many people get caught up on like, oh, this person's so mean, oh, this person hates me. They don't hate you, they hate themselves, and they're just taking it out on you. Like, you're just a person that they're dumping their anger onto, that they need to deal with in their own life. Like, they're dealing with their own insecurities, they hate themselves, they hate what they're at in life, and they just want to bring you down too. It's really interesting, because the more successful people you notice are the ones who get hated on more. You know how many people like sit around all day hating on people? People who have money, people who became successful in their careers in some way, and the people who are hating on them are probably just broke, sitting in their house miserable, wishing they had more money, wishing they had some kind of success. There's that saying, it's like, hurt people hurt people. No one who's really happy and self-confident and loves himself is gonna go online typing out troll comments to other people, or is gonna bully people in school. Like, all the people in school who like bully each other, they just had their parents, they had a really rough childhood, they had people bullying them, and they're just taking it out on you, trying to like be the bigger person. Not like the bigger person, but you know what I mean. So, just important life things to remember. If I still didn't make videos, if I listened to these haters that like commented on my videos a while ago, I wouldn't have touched people's lives. I'm not trying to like hype myself up and be like, oh my gosh, I touched people's lives. But like, I've had really, really nice DMs on Twitter and comments like, wow, thank you so much. I helped them through something, or I helped them see something. And it makes me feel really good that I was able to help people like that. And if I had let these miserable haters get to me and I just stopped making videos altogether, which I did go on a break for a while ago, then I just think of all the people I'm missing out on who I could have helped, you know, who I could have like spread positive messages to. So just something to keep in mind. I also love supporting people when they appreciate it. There was a girl who performed after my friend Evan's family band performed. And I was like, wow, they're really good, and I was like enjoying it, and I think she noticed it, and she came up to me after. She's like, hey, do you want to sign up on our email list? Because like, you know, it was a really tough crowd, but I really appreciate how you were like into it and stuff. It makes me feel so good that I was able to be that for someone, like to be the support that they want, you know? No one wants to go perform a show and have like no one care and no one clap and no one like bob their head along. So it's nice that someone actually, that I was able to be that for someone, that they appreciate it. Because I honestly didn't even think she would notice. I was like sitting in the middle, and I guess she did notice. So, moral of the story, support local artists, support your friends, support your family, but be genuine about it. Don't be fake. Don't like pretend to like things if you don't like it, you know? Like if you do like music, like I love jazz, yeah, don't like force things, but if you really do appreciate it, let people know, show up to their things, and just be that support system for people. And you should definitely follow them on Instagram, like their Facebook page, all that stuff. I'll leave the links below.